Hi, this is Jonathan from this side of Able. We are talking about choices today, and for every decision we do not make, somebody else will for us. So we best choose our way because other people typically do not have our best interests in mind, or may not. And so let's decide what we want and decide to do it. For everything we say yes to, we are saying no to the rest. So choose wisely upon what you're saying yes to and learn to say no a little bit more. And that can bring you pretty far toward your goals instead of away from your goals. Don't worry about what other people think. The only person that truly matters is yourself. And if you have a business or are trying to distribute a product or service, then try to find out what the customer wants, and then you can change and pivot a little bit toward that area or realm, or innovate a little bit. Anyhow, the main purpose though is just to help yourself, and in the process you're helping others because you're doing more of what you want to do, and you're creating more joy, more inner peace. If you're truly full of joy versus even happiness, I mean, happiness is fleeting, it's not lasting, where joy, you can sprout wings and fly over obstacles. And just being joyful is being perpetually happy in every moment, in the present. Just having more presence within you and more peace within you, and more presence in every aspect of your life, in your relationships, in your marriage, in your relationships with your kids, your friends, at work. Just being there and really listening, and not autobiographically responding to other people when they talk. Just really being there and listening and caring for them. And if somebody says something to us that it doesn't jive, or just doesn't go well with us, instead of becoming upset or angry, delay can help offset anger. And just deciding to pray or wish well upon them and their families, really to truly be kind and compassionate, and show and demonstrate love unconditionally, no matter what. Everybody has ebbs and flows, ups and downs. They go, we don't know what they're going through. We don't know what happened to them and what they're going through with family, if a loved one passed on, if they had a bad day getting up in the morning. Regardless, we can show love, we can sow seeds of love, and that love, that acceptance, that compassion, that mindset, and we can be grateful for them even in the midst of whatever nonsensical issues being thrown at us or said to us. We can be grateful. It's all up to us. Abraham Lincoln says, folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. So we can choose to be happy, and we can choose our thoughts, we can choose our attitudes, we can choose the way we respond to both internal and external stimuli. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was all about reps. So action, execution. So if we continue to just do the good things and be kind and considerate and compassionate, loving, accepting of ourselves and everybody around us, we can change the world one person at a time, and that person starts with us. So again, in marriage, per se, Benjamin Franklin says, keep your eyes wide open before marriage and half shut thereafter. just the main premise is to keep the eyes wide open and focus on look at, are you spiritually aligned? Do you have similar interests? Are you friends first and foremost? Are your reasons why you want to get married at the top of the line, top of mind, tip of tongue? So I mean, just, are you focusing on that and being true and loyal and honest to yourself? And it's not for, say, lustful or any selfish reasons. It's to come together and truly desire one another for the long term, and not just 6 month, 2-year fling. It's for the long haul, 20-25 plus years. So just be on the same level. I mean, physical, we typically will choose to become who we hang out with, and even if we're not choosing it, it just happens because everybody's goodness, greatness, poor or good habits are gonna rub off on us, because that's the way things happen. I mean, we can consciously choose, and subconsciously the behaviors and the health habits, the spiritual habits, the thought processes, the way people talk, all that stuff rubs off on us, and we develop different vocabularies and different attitudes, different values. Our beliefs can change by who we hang out with. So I encourage you to hang out with positive role models and people with positive mental attitudes to help guide you and help develop your moral compass and your principles that will be a guiding light for you. So make the pivotal choices to live and not just strive after, say, money and things that are fleeting and things that rot, rust, decay, depreciate, that are replaceable. Humans are not replaceable. Your loved one is not replaceable. Put value and put your time, energies, and efforts into loving yourself, into loving other people, into making life matter, and finding that meaning, that purpose, that passion, and serving others, helping people, helping your loved ones, helping your family. Be there for your family. Your kids will do anything for acceptance, therefore give it to them. So be there, be present with them. Tell them they can ask you anything, and help show your weaknesses. Be vulnerable, and by telling your kids your weaknesses, therefore, so they and things you've gone through, therefore helping them ideally not to go through them themselves. So be genuine, be sincere, and be vulnerable. It's the only way to live. I mean, when we put ourselves out there, yeah, we can get hurt, we can get criticized, we can get made fun of. It's all worth it. If you believe in something strongly and passionately enough, then it's worth it. It's worth the effort, it's worth the return on effort, it's worth the return on time, it's worth the return on investment, the return on effort. It's all of this ROI, ROE, ROT. By doing what is in your heart and soul and being genuine and truthful to yourself, then you can't go wrong. So just do it, and you learn from it, you get better, and continue on. So make the choices today in your personal life, your personal development, your spiritual life, whether that's just being grateful, or if it's being in congruence with whatever religious denomination it'll be. I mean, if it's bringing you closer to peace, love, tranquility, all these good things in life, then do it. I mean, don't worry about criticizing other people and dogging them for their religious beliefs. Your way isn't the only way. It's not necessarily the right definitive way. Just continue on and this unconditional love, acceptance, peace, and strive to be more, to give more, to do more, and while at the same time just being full of joy in the present, knowing that what you have, what you are, what life is made of is in the moment. It's right now. You can make moments matter. You can make moments into memories that last forever and generate feelings of goodness and joy and calm and cool and just beautiful memories and feelings, all these emotions that evoke amazing physiological responses in your body, just with serotonin to help make you feel good, counter depression, endorphins to help regulate pain, minimize pain, oxytocin. More so when you're with somebody, generate those feelings though, and when they're strong enough, then you can have that closeness remain. I mean, it's more like physical touch that can increase oxytocin. By having those strong enough feelings, those passions, that can keep that feeling of closeness alive. So choose wisely what you decide to do today, and choose to give, and start where you are with what you have, and get your greatness out into the world. Don't worry about other people's opinions. Don't worry about anything but your own. The stronger you believe, the more you do, the more confidence is generated, and the more belief you're going to have. And confidence generates competence, and competence generates more confidence. So the more wins you have, the more confident and competent you're going to become, and your belief is going to be stronger. And know that you can change your beliefs, and you can change the way that you've conditioned your mind, and know that you can reprogram yourself, and you can recondition the minds of, mainly you can recondition your own mind. And just know that the way that we've behaved, the way that you've behaved throughout life, and say throughout your marriage relationship, friendship relationship, child-parent relationship, we've conditioned certain responses in those people. Therefore, by choosing different behaviors, don't expect automatic change in your spousal partner or your children or friends immediately. Just continue being patient, persistent, consistent, and just relentless in loving, accepting, and being present and compassionate, empathetic, gentle, kind, and just keep doing what's good no matter what. It's gonna be a win-win. I mean, if you have the attitude that you're gonna persist and you're gonna do what's good no matter what, no matter the cost, you're gonna what you say and what you do match up during congruence. When that is intact and you're loyal to yourself, you're going to develop this trust with yourself, and you're going to be able to trust others by trusting yourself. And the more you do this, the more it's going to come back at you, and the more other people are going to trust you, and the more you're going to be able to trust them. But you got to trust yourself first. You got to be able to trust who you are. You got to be able to trust what you do, what you believe in. You got to know what you believe in. Become aware of the thoughts that you're thinking, the attitudes that you have, the principles that and moral code that are guiding you. And this awareness of who you are, of what you believe in, why you believe in it, why are you doing it, is gonna bring you far in life. So if you want to make change, if you want to have choices really impact your life and the lives of others in each realm of your life, such as spiritual, relational, which the relational, yeah, you can put in separate for spousal, parent, daughter, son, brother, aunt, uncle. I mean, all these different relationships at work, just different relationships, and your spiritual life, your mental life, your personal development life, your health life, just your physical well-being, all these things, emotional well-being, these things, you can put priorities and put like 1 through 10 for what are your top priorities in each of these categories, and say something that was once number 1, it can move to number 3, and number 3 or number 2 can move to number 1, and focus on that priority in each category and forget about the rest, because remember, everything we say yes to, we're saying no to the rest. So focus on what matters, prioritize your life, and do the things that matter. I mean, when we know what we want and why we want it, we become passionate about it, sometimes a little bit obsessed, then it can drive us to action and to making wise choices and being in congruence with ourselves. And when all of these realms for our spiritual, emotional health, mental health, psychological, relational, just all the different realms of our lives, when they're in congruence, they have this synergy where they're so much stronger together, working in harmony together. It's like instead of an additive effect where 1 + 1 = 2, it's more potentiating, where 1 + 2 = 5 or 10. It's so much stronger, and it can bolster the human spirit, can bolster the inner depths of your core being, your soul, and you can strive and become a new person. You renew your mind every single day. You have new choices. You can be a brand new person each day. Every single day, you can put goodness out into the world. You can help others. You can help yourself. And that's the key. Loving yourself is not selfish. That's the most unselfish thing you can do. You gotta love yourself to love others. Give the analogy again for the airplane crashing. If you're in an airplane and you put the oxygen on your infant or your helpless child first, and you pass out and become of no use to anybody else, then it's futile. That's not being selfless. That's just being ignorant. So just choose to love yourself, to care for yourself enough to do the things that are gonna help you be healthy and put you in a peak state, mental state, and help with your positive mood, positive mental attitude, positive emotions. Just have the emotional intelligence to know what emotions you're feeling. Write down the 10 emotions you feel most today, or maybe in the past week or in the upcoming week, and just journal about gratitude, journal about all these things, writing them down, about prioritizing, and put your reasons why for the rankings 1 through 10 of each of these categories, and it can really help you. Self-reflection can generate a positive, productive growth mindset, and can lead you toward your dreams, can lead you toward the good life filled with health, wealth, love, and happiness. But the happiness in the state of joy, the stuff that lasts, the stuff that's forever, the stuff that's in your soul, that is you. So become the best version of yourself today. Choose wisely. Thank you for listening. Until next time, friends, Be strong and live free on this side of Abel.